Hello everyone. Are you someone who wants to build a high-paying IT career? Are you confused between software development, testing, cloud, data, DevOps? Let me ask you one question. So every company today generates data. Okay. So, but who is managing the data? Who is building pipelines? Who is moving data from on-premise to cloud? So that's where data engineering in Azure cloud comes in. In this video, I will explain what is on-premise versus cloud, different cloud platforms, why Azure is so popular, why data engineering has massive demand, and how can you build your career in this field. So before cloud, companies used something called on-premise infrastructure. Okay, so before this cloud, we have on-premise. Let's discuss what is on-premise. On-premise means company buys physical servers. Okay, so company buys physical servers, stores them in their own data center, manages electricity, cooling, networking, okay, and hires infrastructure team. Imagine a bank maintaining its own servers in a building. What are the problems with on-premise? Because they are buying everything physically, so they are very costly. They have to maintain it, so maintenance is heavy. Scaling takes months of time because if they want to upgrade or downgrade, it takes so much time. Okay, so there is a chance of hardware failures. Okay, security risks also. So if traffic increases suddenly, you cannot scale immediately with on-premise. So if a server crashes, your business stops. This was a major challenge, guys. Okay, so now cloud. So what is cloud, Gopi? Cloud changed everything. Cloud means, so instead of buying servers, you rent infrastructure from providers like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, from whom we are renting these services, from the tech giants like Amazon, Google, Microsoft. Okay, so who is going to manage everything? Okay, so they are going to manage everything. So the top companies, okay, our data is with whom? So top companies. Okay, so they manage all these companies. I mean, Amazon, Google, Microsoft. They manage servers, storage, security, networking, scalability, everything they will manage. Okay, so you only pay for what you use. That's it. We are renting that service and that's it. Okay, so we will be paying for that those what we are using. So what were the benefits of cloud? No hardware cost, no instant scalable. So it is instant scalability. So we can, if you want to upgrade or downgrade, or if you want to scale anything, so instantly you can do it. High availability. So and because so we have in Microsoft Azure, we have more than 60 data centers whole world. Okay, so globally we have more than 60 data centers. So high availability of services. Okay, and there is disaster recovery is possible. So if something crashes, so we can switch to other servers easily. So on premise, so if your server fails, so you have to wait for that server to fix. But in cloud, something is failed means we can switch to other services and we can other servers, and our services are not stopped. Our business is not stopped, and the good thing is we can access from anywhere. Global accessibility, global reachability. So if you have your laptop and if you have internet, then you can access from anywhere in the world. So if your business grows, you just click and scale. Okay, so one click away, everything is one click away. That's the power of cloud computing. Okay, so so you can ask me, so what is the benefits of cloud? We have explained. So Gopi, there are three major cloud platforms. Okay, so we have three major platforms, right? Cloud platforms are Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. Okay, so among these three, why Azure is so popular? Why Microsoft Azure is so popular in for IT industry? Okay, so these are the three major cloud providers, guys. AWS, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform. All provide similar services. Okay, these three providers provide similar services. They provide virtual machines. Okay, so they provide storage accounts, they provide databases, networking, data services, A&ML related stuff. Okay, but today, okay, so they are providing all are providing similar services. Then why Azure? Why Azure? Why not AWS? Why not GCP? Okay, so but today many enterprises prefer Azure. Why? Okay, so Azure is extremely powerful and popular because it is enterprise edition. Okay, so it is enterprise adoption. So what is enterprise adoption, Gopi? Okay, so most companies already use Windows servers. You can see. So you can see most of the IT industries, IT companies. Okay, so they use Windows servers only. So 90% of the systems globally are Windows servers. So they use, every company use Active Directory, they use SQL Server, they use Power BI, they use Visual Studio Code, and they use Microsoft products. You can name anything. So 90% of the products are from Microsoft. So Azure is also from Microsoft. So Azure integrates very easily. Why Azure is so popular? Because already established companies are using Windows servers and Microsoft related products. So Azure can easily integrates with them. So seamlessly integrates with them. Okay. And one more thing. So strong hybrid support. So strong hybrid support means, so Azure supports both on-premise and cloud integration. Okay, so no other cloud provider has this hybrid support, guys. Okay, so on-premise support, I mean, so before cloud we have on-premise, right? On-premises means private, it is not publicly available. Cloud means publicly available. Okay, so banking and government sectors like defense, they need their data. The data is very sensitive, right? Banking data and defensive data and government sector data is very sensitive. So we should not keep publicly. So we should keep in on-premise only. So Azure supports it. So it supports. So if you take banking, so their data and storage should be on-premise, and ETL tools can be cloud. Okay, they can have ETL tools as cloud ETL tools, but their data will be inside on-premise because it should be secure and it should be private. So Azure supports both of this, on-premise and cloud integration, hybrid architecture. So very useful for banks and government sectors and defense sectors. Okay, so that's where this Azure is in demand. And one more thing, it is very powerful data platform, guys, because Azure provides Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Synapse Analytics. These three are independent ETL tools. Okay, so Synapse Analytics we mainly for Azure, analytics people, but Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks we have. They are end-to-end ETL tools. Okay, so and Azure Databricks, that is heart of the data engineering, we will say, that can process big data also. I mean, it can be petabytes, gigabytes. So how much data you can have? So it will process within minutes. Okay, so that is the power. That's why this Azure is so popular and it is very powerful. Okay, so in Azure we have storage accounts. We have it supports so SQL structured data also. We have Azure SQL. Okay, and one more thing, guys. So from Microsoft we have Fabric. That is going to be next big thing in our industry, the data industry. So we will be having separate session on Fabric. Okay, so guys, please keep in mind that Azure is separate, Fabric is separate. Both are different. So Microsoft Fabric, that is Microsoft Fabric, this is Microsoft Azure. Both are different. Okay, so why Azure is popular? Because of all these reasons. Enterprise adoption, strong hybrid support, and it is powerful data platform, and job market also, especially in India and globally, especially in India. So people are, I don't know, so why people are very crazy about this Microsoft. So 99% of the Indian IT companies so use Microsoft Azure only. Okay, so many MNCs, BFSI sector, IT service companies, they are hiring Azure data engineers. You can open any portal, job recruiting portal like Naukri or LinkedIn, Glassdoor. You can open anything and you can see data engineering roles. You will see out of 100, 80 will be from Azure. So they will be looking for Azure data engineers. That's why. So globally and in India, especially in India, so Azure is so popular. Okay, and Gopi, so this is okay. So Azure is so popular. These all are okay. I want to switch my career. I am a fresher, so I am already a QA. So I am working as a web developer. So you will be switching from many things, right? So you will be switching from non-IT also. But why Azure data engineering? Why not other domains? Okay, so why huge demand for data engineering? Okay, so now the most important, guys. So most important part, why is data engineering in huge demand? Because so every company generates massive data. Okay, so banking transactions, e-commerce orders, healthcare records, social media data, IoT devices. So but raw data is useless, guys. Okay, so they are generating, Facebook is generating, so per day it is generating 50 petabytes of data. 50 petabytes of data it is generating every day. So you can think, so Facebook is, I think, almost 20 years old. How much data it has to process every day? Okay, so how much data we have to handle? Who will be handling all this? Data engineer has to handle all this. Okay, so this is raw data, right? Everything we are collecting from banking, e-commerce, healthcare, social media, IoT. So the raw data is useless. That is raw data. That is useless. It must be collected, cleaned, transformed, stored, and prepared for reporting. Okay, so business leadership has to, what they have to do, they have to go through this one, what we say, dashboards or reports, right? So if we have 1 crore records, so business leadership won't go through this 1 crore record. They will go through reports only. So finally, so if you take e-commerce or Amazon, so they won't go through all the sales data. What they will do, so in Bangalore region, what are the total sales? In Hyderabad region, what are the total? They will go through aggregated data only. So this product, how it is performing, this product, how it is, that is useful to them. Who will be doing this? Who will be preparing these reports and dashboards and all? Data engineer has to do this job. Okay, so what is data engineer's job? He builds ETL or ELT pipelines. So what is ETL, Gopi? What is ELT? So maybe in next few videos, I will be uploading all the videos. So in next series, you can see what is ETL. We will be preparing different recordings, 10 to 15 minutes recordings for each component. There you can see, so what is ETL, what is ELT and all. Okay, so data engineer's job is to build ETL pipelines. ETL means extract, transform, and load. Extract the raw data, transform it so that business leadership will go through it and load it somewhere. So we need to load it into the destination, right? So this is data engineer's task. Okay, so data engineer builds ETL or ELT pipelines, data lakes, data warehouses, streaming pipelines, batch processing systems. Okay, without data engineers, there is no dashboards, there are no Power BI reports, there are no AI models, there are no business insights also, because so data engineer will clean the data, right? On top of this clean data only, data analytics people will build dashboards and reports. Data science people will build their AI models and business insights they will uncover. Okay, so without data engineers, there is no work for data analytics people and data science people. That's why data engineering has huge demand now. So, and I can say, so in next, till now, only 40 to 50% of the companies are migrated to cloud. So in next 10 years, so every company will migrate to cloud. So whenever they are migrating to cloud, so who will be taking care of their data migration? Who will be building their new pipelines? Who will be processing their data? Data engineers. That's why. So now already there is huge demand, and next 5 to 10 years, there will be huge demand. New jobs will be produced for data engineering. That's why data engineering is future proof. Okay, yeah. So salary range, so so this is in a very high demand. So if you have right skills, if you perform very well in the interview, so you will get, so freshers will get minimum 8 to 9 lakhs. And so if you are already working, you will get at least 50 to 60% hike on top of your salary, current salary. Okay, so yes, so that's why data engineering is one of the safest and fast growing careers today, because of all these reasons: good package, very high demand, extremely high salaries. Okay, so guys, in my Azure Data Engineering training, you will learn, Gopi, what you will be teaching. So you will learn Azure fundamentals, ADLS Gen 2, that is storage account, Azure Data Factory, so that is one of the ETL tool. So to create pipelines, triggers, and data flows, we will be using this Azure Data Factory. Databricks, so Databricks is spice. Okay, Databricks means it is a heart of the data engineering. Okay, so Databricks is used for processing what? Big data. It can handle how much data you have, how much complex it is. So Databricks can handle, because we have powerful PySpark coding. Okay, so you will be learning everything of Databricks. Okay, SQL also. So SQL, so we need SQL also. So I will be teaching you Python, SQL, and PySpark. Okay, so no prerequisites are required, and we will be handling more than 20 real-time scenarios and 3 real-time projects. Okay, so project implement, not discussing, we will implement it. So other trainers, what they will do, 3 to 4 hour sessions for project. No, so for each project we will be taking, I will be taking 10 to 11 hours. So we will implement everything. Okay, so yeah, so I will focus on real-time scenarios. Okay, hands-on practice, step-by-step explanation, and industry oriented content. Okay, so every day I won't come and I will teach this is this activity, this is this, this is this. No, so I will every day I will connect it with real time. Okay, so what we are doing from my last, so I am having more than 10 years of experience. I will bring that experience into this training. Every day I will connect whatever I teach, so I will connect with real time projects, so that you will not miss. Oh, so so why we are learning this? So whatever you learn, we will be connecting with real time scenarios. Okay, so even if you are from non-IT background, or if you are from testing, support, freshers, you can transition into data engineering, because I will be teaching from scratch. No prerequisite are required. So I will be discussing from scratch to advanced. So you will be having 5 years of data engineer, whatever the experience he has. So you will be having after this course. Okay, so if you are serious about building a career in Azure Data Engineering, please subscribe to this channel, follow upcoming demo sessions. Okay, so join the training program. So the future belongs to people who understand data and cloud. Okay, so let's build your career together. Thank you, guys.